What day is it, T-Rex? What day is it? What day is it? Oh, it's just another day. No, it's my birthday. T-Rex's birthday. What? It was yesterday and I missed it? Oh, sorry, Rex. 6 years and 1 day old. T-Rex. What a day. I made this weather for you, you know. He doesn't care what kind of weather it is. He likes every kind of weather. Oh, boy, this is gorgeous. I mean, we slept in today. It's just about 11 a.m. on May 27th, and to have calm air at 11 a.m., that's great, unless you're racing a sailboat from Hyannis to Nantucket. Couldn't find any images, but it's Fagawi Day, and it's a lazy race day today. Lazy everything day. And yeah, Rex is 6 years old. You know what else is today? It's Peony Day. Let's go down and look at the peony. But on our way there, I will stop and let you know that I actually covered my tender vegetation. I went to Ron and Cindy's nursery in Scituate yesterday and got my tomatoes and peppers. And last night, it fell into the 30s again. Record low temperatures, 31 Berlin, New Hampshire. Whitefield, Martha's Vineyard was 34. I did not get a frost, though, but I thought you'd get a kick out of me covering my tender vegetation, because I almost never do that, and I always make fun of it. But it can be serious, though. Ron Simon says that he planted his corn, 4 acres of corn, 50,000 seeds, back on March 24th or 7th. And he said they had to go out. Cody, his son, went out and covered them with plastic on that frosty day last week. And he said it saved them, because a little section where he did not cover, the corn was lost. Ron Simon, RNC, is going to have corn from his own garden in Scituate on July 4th, is his prediction. I'm going to have peas on June 1st, is my prediction. And peony. Let's go to the peony. Oh, it's peony day. There's my swallow. Oh, what a show-off singing for us there. Peony, fleeting but beautiful flower and very fragrant. So say hello to the peony today as you're passing through the neighborhood. The weather pattern is block. You know what it's called? It's called a Rex block. A Rex block is when you get a cutoff high pressure system north of a cutoff low pressure system. And it is a stormy day where that low pressure in South Carolina is generating winds of 30 to 40 miles an hour and heavy rain with temperatures in the 50s in Charleston today. And a week ago, the Euro actually had that right over Cape Cod. So thank you for missing by over 1,000 miles, Mr. Euro model. This is the Euro model we're looking at. And you can see that the high pressure is going to start to break down late in the week. There's a little bit of a backdoor cold front coming in tomorrow night. So high pressure is going to build to southeastern Canada on Monday, and that's going to cause the wind to come on shore. But today we're 80s inland and 70s at the shore. There is going to be a light sea breeze today. You can almost see it just starting to kick up at this point. And so it is beach weather. It's sunburn weather for sure. Strongest sun of the year the next 8 weeks. So you want to put on your sunscreen, working, playing outdoors. A little bit cooler on Monday, and this high that's over the Great Lakes, though, that's not going to budge. So it's going to turn into a really warm to record warm high pressure system, and it's probably going to trap the smoke from the Canada fires. So I expect from the Great Lakes to New England, we're going to have quite a bit of smoke building in our sky over the next several days. But obviously right now it's just perfect. So there should be a nice moon and the sky tonight. It's a strawberry moon. How are your strawberries doing? I don't have any strawberries, but I'm going to probably find some. And then Venus is going to be putting on the show over there in the western sky right after sunset. It looks like fishing is good with somebody stop right there in the middle of the channel. You can't fish in the middle of the channel. I can do whatever I want. Don't tell me what to do. I like that motto. More and more boats coming into the water, and it's pretty unusual to have such a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. And oh, out of focus. Egret just came into land at the end of the jetty there. So pretty. Yeah, so there's not a lot to talk about in the weather department. It may try and rain here a little bit next weekend. And until then, we're parched. We'll be doing the hand watering. And I think it's safe to put out our tender vegetation for good now. It is Memorial Day weekend after all. Yesterday, I was so busy I couldn't get to Eddie Kroll's funeral, but I tried to catch up at the graveyard. So I think it's kind of fitting here on Memorial Day weekend to leave you with some memories from my childhood. I saw Mr. Julian coming over the the rail at the graveyard at the South Dennis congregation yesterday, and I said, "Oh my goodness, you were one of my role models." How pretty is that? So Mr. Julian and his son Mark, he would host us for a Creature Double Feature on Channel 56. Remember that on weekends? So it's so great to see somebody I haven't seen in about 50 years, or 45 years. So memory lane yesterday, fitting for Memorial Day. And I know it's mostly for people we lost in the service, but we lost another beautiful soul on Cape Cod too. Chuck and Ken's mom, Mrs. Stockdale, also went to heaven yesterday. So we're thinking of you. A lot of people believe that the birds are spirits. Whoa, acrobatic, showing off. Anyhow, hopefully we're all thinking of the people we love, and like Dave Fletch said, David Fletcher's last words, you know what the world needs more of? Love. Tim Kelly, I used to spend Sundays at your house watching Creature Double Feature with Mark, remember?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
What's your name? Introduce for the people.
Even here, I was looking at these little kids, and all my kids went here to this little school.
Mr. Julian.
Yeah.
Jim Julian?
Yep.
Yeah, your family is almost as historic here as Mr. Kroll. Did you know Ed Crowell much?
Oh, yeah, I know him for years. He was a client of mine at some, many times,
And I had no idea about the horses. Did you know?
Well, he loved animals.
Yeah.
He loved all kinds.
And I guess he had championship horses.
He did. When I first came down, he was very active, much younger, of course, in the Barnstable Fair. And they used to have a lot of those bulls, horses, donkeys, all kinds of animals. He'd be wrestling with them. He was just, a good time guy. He enjoyed life.
And he long life too, huh? And he probably built a lot of the roads around here, I would guess.
He did. I hired him to build the senior housing project that we built off 6A. I had a client, a partner of mine, and he's from Fall River, New Bedford area, and he ended up, being successful on the fight we had with the town. So I couldn't think of a better guy to do it. So he cleared the whole place. He put in, a lot of the foundations. And my guy was happy as could be because he was used to dealing with people that were not like him, So he left a good legacy of friendship with people, helped a lot of people. Yeah.
Well, I'm just so happy to be, part of this whole, tapestry, I guess. I heard a good word about tapestry, of us Dennis citizens and Cape Codders.
Well, they're disappearing.
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy to have seen you today.
I'm afraid we might even miss at some point what the town is about because people are coming that know nothing about it.
Right, and that's one of the things I'm trying to do is help preserve that.
Well, it happens. Yeah, you have to do that.
Yeah.
And the other thing I tried when I first came down with the old towners to try to get them to do sort of an audio kind of history, put them down in a chair at Carlton Hall and just talk about what you've done all these last 50 years,
I guess that's what we're doing right this second.
Yeah, but they were nervous and they didn't want to do it. They were shy.
People are really shy. I can't even, kids playing over there, I'm not even allowed to get my camera close to that anymore. I mean, it's I don't know. Everything's changing so fast, but...
It happens.
Yeah, it changes.
You want on it changing. You take care.
Good to see you, Mr. Julian.
My pleasure.
Thank you
I'll
very
tell
much.
Mark I saw you.
Okay, talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
This is the Kroll farm, and I never saw him ride it, but no doubt this was Eddie Kroll's truck. And perfect tribute. EKM. It's one of the McDowells. It must be Eddie's hat. So, yep, growing up here, right on Bass River. There was always horses here, and I had no idea. Hudson Eldridge actually told me about this on the internet this morning. That Mr. Kroll had horse pull teams that he traveled around with and won competitions in the United States and Canada. Here stood the South Dennis Graded School, 1867-1931. Also Dennis High School, 1915-1931. Thereafter used as the first town fire station, 1932-1949, Highway Department garage, 1949 to 1956, and I think that's when Ed Crowell built this house and raced his championship horses right here. Rest in peace. Welcome to summer on Cape Cod. I'm gonna take the evacuation route. Catch you in September. Ah, kidding, I'll be back before then.